Hello, how are you? Barnabas here. Nice to see you after about a week of break. And today, in less than 10 minutes, I would like to show you 6 steps that you need to know if you'd like to apply for permanent resident visa without the help of an agent. Before we begin, please note that every single step that we discuss here, I will share genuine links in the description below. So please don't worry. After you watch this video, you will be able to get the links, and that will help you in your process of visa application. So let's begin. So what are the 6 steps? Number 1 is eligibility test. Number 2 is English test. Number 3 is skill assessment process. Number 4 is expression of interest. Number 5 is visa application. Number 6 is your visa being granted. So let's quickly explain each step. Okay, so the first thing to do is to test your eligibility. Remember that Australia visa process is point-based, so the more points you get, the better. So you test your eligibility by putting information regarding your academic qualification, your age, your work experience, etc., and look at the estimate points that you have. Now, you must have a minimum of 65 points. So if you don't have that, it means you're not eligible. You might consider other types of visas, like coming here as a student. So when you're still on the eligibility test, check in the skill occupation list, the current one, and check if your skill is in that list. It means that your skills are required in Australia, okay, to be able to fill the gap of skill shortage. So then you can proceed to the next step. Second step will be to do English tests, okay? We have different types of English tests that you can do. You can do IELTS, you can do PTE, you can do TOEFL, depending on what you like and what works for you. Okay, personally, I did IELTS, and I have a video I've done about that. Please note that you need to try to score very well in English test, because you cannot change your experience, you cannot change your academic qualification, but you can score more points if you score well in English tests. So try the best you can to be able to score well, and also know in your profession or your skill what is required. For example, for me, I was required to get 7 in all the bands of IELTS. So please note, as you do your English test, try and score high so you can get more points. After you do your English test, the next step, number 3, will be to apply for skill assessment. Now, in the link that I've shared, you will go there and see that your skill is being assessed by a particular authority. So you can contact the authority, go to their website, for example, check what they require, specifically how they require the documents to be submitted. Please note every detail, because once you submit your application, it will take them time to assess, and if there is things that are lacking, then the process will drag. So please be specific. Whatever they require there in the form that they require, please submit them as per your assessing authority. So once you submit your application for assessment, it takes some time depending on the workload, and then they will come and give you a result in regards to your academic qualification and your work experience. And with that, you can calculate the points and know where you sit in terms of the points to get you to apply for a permanent resident visa. Once you get the result from assessing body or assessing authority, then you go ahead to the next step, where you do what we call expression of interest. I've put the link below, so you go there and fill in your information in the manner that is required. Please be specific. That's why you need to be diligent. You need to be diligent when you're putting your application. Put all the required documents in the form that they're required. If they need to be certified, please don't leave anything to chance. It is required that you be diligent and submit your information in the manner that the authorities require. So once you submit expression of interest, the next thing is you will wait to be invited to apply for a visa. Now, note that because visa process in Australia is point-based, the people who score high will be given the first priority. So it depends on how much you have scored at this point, and then you just wait and be invited. You can be invited by different states, depending on your points. At this point, you can, for example, if you have just a minimum of 65, a state can add your points, and then you will be able to apply, for example, for a regional sponsored visa and so on. So at this point, I will not give much details, but at this point, you just wait for an invitation to apply for a visa. Once you get the invitation, then you apply for a visa, you pay the fees, and then the next step, just wait for your visa to be granted. This is highly summarized, but I've shared all the links in the description below. So number one, the first thing you do is go check your eligibility. The next step is do your English test. Number three is do your assessment for your skills with the authority that is relevant. Number four is after you get your result from the assessment, then you can do your expression of interest. And after that, you wait and you wait to be invited, and then you apply for a visa. You apply for the permanent resident visa. After that, you just wait for your visa to be granted. The day you will get that letter and say your visa has been granted, then you know that you are ready to jump into the plane to come to Australia. I am just giving you advice from my experience and from my research, and you can see that it's highly summarized. If you need further help, please contact a registered agent. I hope that really helped you. If you have any question, please let me have the questions, let me have your comments, and please, most importantly, subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the bell, and you will get notified when I post the next video. Guys, I have a big announcement when we get to 2,500 subscriptions. So please help me subscribe, share the videos, and let's get to 2,500. Okay? All right, for today, that's all I had for you. Till next time, my name is Barnabas, the son of encouragement. Bye-bye, and have a lovely evening.